Hello everybody, welcome to the Cafe of Knowledge. So glad that y'all tuning in today. Today I wanted to talk about job opportunities, okay? We have been doing this for a couple of months now, and a lot of you who have been following from the beginning, you already know a lot to already have been able to open yourself to a lot of job opportunities, okay? So let's just talk about the job opportunities that are out there. People who want to improve job opportunities and their hourly wages or their salary wages, this is what this Cafe of Knowledge tutorial videos are all about. Now, on the Cafe of Knowledge, we have two videos that come out every week. One is community relations. That's with me and Jay. And we talk about a lot of things that's going on in the community to try to make the community better. Then we have a tutorial video on Wednesdays. And it teaches inventory, budgeting, finance, accounting, and things like that. Which opens you up to a lot of different job fields. You can always go to our videos, and then you could click on me and Jay's picture, Cafe of Knowledge, and then you will see a playlist. And the playlist, it has community relation videos, and all you would see is all our community relation videos. Then it'll have tutorial videos. And then you click on tutorial, and it'll give you everything that deals with inventory, budgeting, finance. It only will play you videos for tutorial only. And if you click on, that's in our playlist, okay? So in order to get to the playlist, you just click on Cafe of Knowledge, and then you will see a couple of our videos. But then when you hit our picture, you will then come to a playlist, and the playlist will have inventory videos, the tutorial, and then it'll have the community relation videos. And you can click on the tutorial, and that's all you would get is the tutorial videos that I put out on Wednesdays. Okay, so now I just wanted to do this video right quick. It's take a little bit, it's gonna take a minute, but I just wanted to get you all to know your job opportunities, okay? And with these videos, if you just look at them, listen to them, understand them, get your own pencil and paper and write down everything and remember everything, you will open yourself up to a lot of job opportunities, because that's what those videos are for, okay? It does not limit you to one job field, okay? Everything that I do on Wednesdays do not limit people to one job field. And during this time of pandemic, it would be good for everybody to have a couple of job fields up under their belt, because you have a lot of places that close, and then you have a lot of people that have been laying people off, and then you have a lot of people that just have a lot of businesses that just shut down, period, okay? So if you're in the restaurant world, you can jump over to the retail world. If you're in the retail world, you could jump over to the restaurant world if that's what's, available or hiring or whatever. You can jump over into management world. You could jump over into a lot of different fields, okay? You can work, like I said, retail. You could do office work. You could do restaurant work. You could do fast food work. You can do all these different jobs because you know how to run all those different areas, okay? And that's what I do every Wednesday, okay? And during this pandemic, we all need it. We all need at least 2 or 3 different job fields up under our belt. We never really thought during this pandemic that everybody had one job field they did, and that was it. But during the pandemic, you do need to lean over and get, some type of knowledge on another job field. And it's not hard at all. It's not hard at all, and you all could do it. But I just want everybody to know that just because you're in one job field, like if you've been a restaurant manager for years, or you've been a retail manager for years, or whatever you have been doing, for you've been an inventory person for years, and then say it just stopped and your job put y'all on layoffs, or it just completely shut down, well, then you can look up stuff for office work, do office work jobs. You could do things where there's a lot of different places that still count inventory. You can apply for something. It might not be like if you was in a restaurant field, you might not can't find anything open for restaurant, but it's still the same thing in the retail world. You do the exact same thing in the restaurant world than you do in retail world. You just dealing with food, okay? But the process of everything still goes the same, okay? So this is to increase your hourly wages and to make sure that people can find jobs quick because they have different job fields. And that's how I did as well. I never was out of a job very long because that I had different job fields up under my belt. I can apply for accounting because I knew accounting. I can apply for budgeting and financial department areas because I knew about budgeting and finance department areas. I could apply for management because I have done management before. I can apply for all kind of operational managers because I know what it takes for an operational manager to operate a store, okay, or a company. So you just have and then if they just have anything like, okay, we just need a general labor worker. Okay, I can apply for a general labor worker because I know how to manage. It have general manager, general labor manager worker, and that's when you just manage everybody's, make sure the inventory is right, check off the trucks and all that stuff. Well, I can apply for that as well. So I had about, if I was to ever become unemployed, I had so many different job fields that I could just punch in, job search, and I can look up all these different areas and apply for all these different areas, and it's much quicker for me to get inside of somebody's door because I have so many different job fields that I know. This is exactly why I created Inventory Control Easy. Everybody know that I have a book out. If you don't know, I do. It's called Inventory Control Easy by Nichelle Jones. And you can go to Google and go to Amazon and punch it in, and you can order it from Amazon. But it's the same exact thing that I do here on Wednesdays. And on Wednesdays, I really go more into depths than the book does because I have every week to sit down and explain everything, and refresh everybody's memory. So it's like a one-on-one thing. And I always tell people, if you ever have any questions on any of my tutorial videos, please email me. And you can email me at Cafe of Knowledge, it's all together, Cafe of Knowledge 88 at gmail.com. And I will be glad to answer your questions. Anything that you want to look for is hard for you to try to find a job field, and you kind of doing everything you can do, and it's still, just email. Just email. I love to answer questions and give suggestions and everything like that. So the email is open for anybody to do that as well. Any questions you have on any of those tutorial videos, feel free to just put it in the email, and I get right back to you. It don't take me 4 and 5 days or a week or two to get back to anyone. I do go over those emails all the time and answer questions as promptly as I can. Okay? So, don't be afraid to move out of your comfort zone. So, if you are in a job field and I've been working in restaurant for 15 years, and then say it just stops, And then you just keep looking for restaurant jobs, and you just narrowing yourself and focusing yourself on just applying for restaurant jobs, okay? Don't be afraid to step out of that comfort zone and apply for something else in retail. Or, go to like an auto parts store and be a manager there or something like that. Don't be afraid to come out of your comfort zone, okay? Even if you're a warehouse worker and that stopped, quit and everything, don't be afraid to go into another job field if that's what's going to get you hired, make good money and everything. You have to be able and willing to come out of that comfort zone, because as long as you know it, you can execute anywhere you go. You can execute anywhere you go. As long as you know what I am showing everyone each week, and you go back to those videos, it have accounting, it has finance, it has inventory, it has budgeting. As long as you can get those videos and get it down packed, because I explain it. If you don't understand it, email me. But as long as you got all of those things up under your belt, it is quite easy to just go to different job fields. You're not stuck in one field, okay? So I just wanted to do a video on job opportunities, because even during this pandemic, there are still a lot of job opportunities there, and it's out there. But a lot of people are just limiting themselves to what they are used to doing, There's some nurses during this pandemic that has been laid off, and that's probably all they do know. And so they're looking for nurse jobs, and it's hard to find them even during this pandemic. You would think that it's easy for them to find a job, but I ran into a nurse just the other day, and she was telling me that next week her job is being laid off, and it's like 10 nurses that are going to be laid off, and they have to find another job. That hospital or whatever is not going to transfer them anywhere else. They just won't be working anymore, and then they will have to find another nursing job or something on their own. But what I'm saying is, in the meantime, while you're looking for like another nursing job or another job that's in your field that you are accustomed to working, you can always, that's why this right here program that I do gives you another cushion, or 3 or 4 cushions you can lean on until your primary career is open, or until you find another job in your primary field. Okay, but it does give you a chance to make other money and good money while you're waiting on your primary job career to open up for hiring, or someone hires you or whatever like that. So I just wanted to get that out there, because it's a lot of people that's really not taking advantage of what is on this channel to offer. Because if you look at it, I do have some dedicated people who love the tutor program, and they come in every Wednesday, and they do it, and they have said in the emails that it done helped them tremendously and everything. But you also notice that the tutor videos don't have as many views as me and Jay's community relations videos, and I mean that's okay, but this is always here for people. And if you know anybody that needs it, they're laid off, or they're looking for a better job, or they're already in a job and they just want to make more money or whatever, tell them about these videos that I do, because that's what it's for, and it's free. It's like a free college course. It's almost like you're going to college for free. You don't have to pay anything or anything like that. You just have to be a determined person and want this for yourself, and you will be able to execute anywhere you go, any job field you go. I know that. I can promise you that. Okay, so now let's talk about the job opportunities. The job opportunities that this tutor program opened people up to. Okay, and it's a whole lot more, but I'm just going to give you just a rough draft of what this show does and how this show can open you up for different job fields. Okay, and I know this because I do know people that have ordered my book or tuned into the show that has gotten into these job fields already. I mean, they did this course for probably about 2 or 3 about I say about 4 weeks is the longest that I've known somebody, and they started with that inventory video, and from there they got them a job in the inventory field, but they still continues to watch all the other videos to keep themselves growing and on point even more. Okay, but let's talk about the jobs that this opens you up to. Okay, the different job fields that this program here opens you up to. Okay, so now you opened up to a retail worker or retail manager, retail assistant manager, just retail management, period. Okay, and retail consists of clothing stores, shoe stores, auto stores, all of that. Okay, it opens you up for all those things. Okay, you can go to a furniture store and apply to sell furniture, which is basically a salesman, which they do based on commission, but you still knows how to do it. You are involved in inventory. You can apply for management in those areas and all that thing. So you have the retail. Then you have restaurant. Then you have fast food. Okay. Then you have manufacturing. Okay. Then you can go to a manufacturing plant that they make things. You can apply for that. Okay, you could be a manager, assistant manager, or accounting person, or whatever. But it opens you up for all those different job fields. Then you have a shift leader. That's when you say, well, I don't want to start off as manager. I want to move myself up. Or maybe you might be just an hourly employee and you want to move yourself into management. This program helps you do that as well. Okay. Then you have a financial aid person that you could do the financial books, okay, with the accounts receivables, accounts payables, because we have done all that. These are different job fields that are different fields of their own, okay? And of course, we said inventory, and you have your warehouse manager, or you have your operationals clerk, and we talk about that, or operationals manager, a manager trainee position. There's people that they want people to train people how to be managers, okay? You got those positions are open. You got the auto dealers, office clerks, office manager. You got accounting workers, you have accounting managers, all these things. And then you have a budgeting clerk. You have the budgeting clerk or a budgeting manager. You have an inventory crew manager, meaning that there are some companies out here that they're just an inventory company. Like it's about 6 or 7 in a group. Each group goes out and they count other stores' inventory. That's just what that company does. They just count inventory. They go all over the place and count other stores for the store because maybe that store don't have time to count their inventory, okay? So, but these stores here will hire inventory people to come in and count their store, and it's a job field for that. Okay, they call the inventory crew members. That's kind of what they're called on that. These are all job opportunities that you can start applying for, especially if you have done basically all the videos that I have done. Okay, and it doesn't take long. You can put in some earplugs or something like that and just listen to me while you cleaning up or while you doing something or whatever, and those videos will go very, very fast, and you've been completed basically all those videos in probably about a month. Okay, and so Now, back to the job opportunities. Then you have general labor managers. Then you have administrative assistants. Administration, when we all talk about, I said you can apply for accounts receivable manager, accounts payable managers, just all administrative work, through my videos, okay? A billing clerk. Everybody knows how to pay bills because we've done that. Accounts payables, accounts receivables, okay? So all of these are in job opportunities. Once you mash and hit or type in these words, it automatically come up and you will see a spread of different jobs that will open up for you. And some jobs might be in your town. Some jobs might be away from your town. Some jobs might be in another state. It just depends on how you want to make that choice. You have some people, I've known some people who have done my book and have finished the book and finished these videos, and they did relocate, but they made that choice based on, I guess, family status and things like that. Some people don't have a big family that they have to worry about, so they can relocate somewhere and then start off big somewhere else. And I've been seeing that a lot in some of the people who have been doing my videos and some of the people who have done my book, okay? They've relocated and making good money, okay? They punched in these job fields that I'm talking about, and the offer was good somewhere else, and they just felt it was a very nice offer that they didn't want to turn down, so they relocated. It just all depends. But you can still find these type of jobs in your city, your town, your state, okay? Because they are there. So I just wanted to make sure I run down so people know what to look for, and to know that they are eligible to work at these places, okay? As long as they know it. So anyway, you got the billing clerk. And then you have the data entry clerk. Data entry, we talked about that in the previous videos, that sometimes when the bills come in, you are the person that punch in the bills. I've already taught on other videos how to make sure in the computer that your invoices match with the computer. So you could do data entry clerk. Okay, accounts receivables, accounts payables, accounts receivable representatives, office assistants, construction accounting clerk. Because hey, it's some big construction companies out here that they always hiring for an accounting clerk that does this. Like when they buy materials and everything, the bill stuff, they love for somebody to keep up with their accounts, okay, and the accounting clerk, okay. And then you have customer service manager, property managers. Like if you could go at the hotel, apply for a manager job there, motel, hotel, whatever you want to call it. You can apply for a manager job there. You can apply for a property manager job there, because you remember we talked about a couple of weeks ago about tangible assets, or last week, tangible assets and intangible assets. So you know about the property and things, and being in a hotel and being a manager of a hotel, or either if it's in an apartment complex, you could be a manager for an apartment complex, and that's what it's called, a property manager, okay? So you could be a property manager. You bring in everybody rent. You know how to make sure that everything is secured, safe, balanced, and everything like that. And you know about your property, and you know that people are supposed to take care of the property, but you just have so much of an insight, the insight on what's going on. So you can apply for a property manager, okay? And then you have the office administrator, a secretary, an assistant manager, a stock manager, delivery driver, and warehouse. You have some delivery drivers that they don't take CDL. I mean, you don't have to, do the CDL, but there's some, as long as you have a clear, clean driver's license, that the short delivery truck where they deliver certain things, or they have the vans that deliver certain items and stuff like that. Well, you know how to keep up with your packages. You know what you have in your truck or in your van. You know how important it is, because we talk about that. You know how important everything is. You know how to do all this stuff, okay? So you can apply for that, okay? And then you have, you just have so many different job fields. Like, you could be that delivery truck driver that we just talked about, that I was just trying to emphasize a point, that is some places that, like an auto parts store, they use vans. So you don't need a CDL to drive those vans, right? You just need a clean driver's license. And then you could be able to apply for that and be a delivery driver. And hey, these type of people make money now. Everything I've named make good money. And you can grow in those companies, okay? You can grow and get promoted and things like that, because that most likely will be your goal to get promoted to the next level. And you can do that in all these different job fields. So run it to you right quick one more time. Retail, restaurant, fast food, manufacturing, shift leaders, inventory, financial aid managers, warehouse managers, operational clerks, operational managers, manager trainee position, accounting workers, budgeting clerk, budgeting clerk manager, administrative assistants, inventory crew manager, general labor manager, data entry clerk or data entry clerk manager, okay? A billing clerk, accounts receivable representative, accounts payable representative, okay? Office assistant, construction accounting clerk, customer service manager, property manager, office administrative, secretary, assets manager. We already talked about that's your intangible, tangible, things like that. You could be a stock manager, retail banker. You could do the retail banker thing. Delivery truck, delivery driver, and warehouse driver. You could do those things like that, okay? So it opens you up for a whole lot of job fields, and that's not it. It's that when you punch in a lot of this, what I said, you're going to see other positions as well that you say, oh yeah, I know how to do this and I know how to do that. And because you have been doing it and you have been trained to do it. So just come out of your comfort zone. There are a lot of job opportunities out here. Even with the pandemic going on, people who know at least 2 or 3 different job fields, and my book, Inventory Control Easy, and also these tutor videos, gives it to you all in one. You be learning inventory, accounting, budgeting, finance, all that stuff, and you don't even really be realizing that, wow, I just learned that, So just take advantage of it. And make sure you go to the playlist, and the playlist will show you the community relation videos and the tutor videos. And you can just click on tutor videos, and all the tutor videos that I have done for these past 4 months now will all be in there. And you should be able to complete them within a month. If you take about 2 hours of your day and just listen to it, or 2 hours of your night, or late night, or however you choose to do it, if you are determined to find another job or find a better job, okay, and a better career, okay. And you can get, so now everybody needs to everything that I do in these videos set opportunities for you and everybody, okay, to get better employment, to get promotions, to increase your income, to increase your financial situation for the better. That is all I do and trying to do to each and every one that views my videos, subscribe to my videos, and please hit subscribe too if you're not already. But this is what I do for everyone. It doesn't matter if they overseas or in the United States or whatever, because these videos, you know, they go all over the world, and we do have viewers from outside of this country, okay? And so it's for everybody. It's just that, do you want to take that advantage to improve your career, or just touch base on things that you already know, you know, just to refresh yourself? So you should be able to get good pay with all this knowledge, but you got to have this knowledge, dedication, and determination, and consistency, and you will be well on your way making a whole lot of money, okay? And when you get into these, one more thing I want to tell everybody, and then I'm going to wrap it up, is the interviews. Once you have these things down pat, don't be scared, because you might say, oh, well, yeah, I learned it through the video, but I don't believe I'll be able to do it. You're going to have that little feeling inside you, but you're ready. You're ready. If you've completed all those videos, you know, you got the knowledge of all these different job fields, and you got the hang of what I have been saying in all these videos, you are ready to jump out there in those job fields, and you're gonna have that little feeling of, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I wonder if I can do it. I might not be. Nah, that's all right. I'm gonna just stick to what I know. Hang on. You gotta try it. You got to do it, because that's a feeling, and it's a normal feeling that everybody gets until they get into that door. But the thing about it is, when you do your interview, and say if you apply for all these different job fields that I have mentioned, and you do know, you got the hang of everything I'm saying in these videos, so you're ready. And when you go to those interviews, you got to show out. You got to show out in those videos. And what I mean by show out, in those videos, you have to tell them exactly what they want to hear and what you know. So if you are applying for, say, that accountant's clerk, you tell them, yes, I know about accounts receivables. I know about accounts payables. I know how to balance the accounts receivables to make sure that it's balanced. I know to check everything that comes in and make sure that nothing gets left behind. I know how to check for damages. I know how to check and make sure that everything is there before I crosses it out. I also know that if everything don't come in, how to deduct it off the truck, or how to deduct it off the invoice. And then I know how to go inside the computer and input it into the computer where that it'll balance. And once it's balanced, I know everything is okay. Then I'll get the next bill and I'll start over. So you have to split it to them like that. Because when you split it to them like that, then they know that you know what you're talking about. Okay? And that's how that go. And if you're applying for a manager, say, yeah, I know how to do inventory. I know how to do accounts receivables. I know how to do accounts payables. And I know my inventory. I know how to track it if anything is missing. And I know how to do damage control. I know how to focus on an area if it seems like the inventory is not balancing out. I know how to sit down and do a game plan and make sure that the items won't be missing anymore. Okay, and I also know how to do employee schedules. I also know how to balance an employee schedule. I also know how to make sure that this store doesn't go over budget, because I know how to do a budget plan. See, you have to spill it to them like that. Once you spill it to them like that, you're in the door. Because you have to not say, well, yeah, I want to be accounts receivable. Yeah, I know you know how to do accounts receivable. Yeah, I know how to do accounts receivable, and leave it. No, you have to show out. Show out means you have to tell them everything you know, confident in what you're saying and that you really do know the basics of what you're being hired for. Okay, so just make sure that stick in your mind. I just wanted to do this video right quick to help people understand the different job opportunities y'all are well opened up to. And once you do all these videos and you really know how to do it, don't cheat yourself now, because you could just do these videos and then try to apply for something, and then once you get into that field, you stuck and don't know. Make sure that you go over these videos where you really do understand how it go and what's going on, and start applying for these different job fields. And like I said, the email, you can always email if you run into a bump or don't quite understand something or something. Just hit the email in and I'll explain it right quick. Okay, so that's all I have for today. I just want to make sure that during this pandemic, we have a lot of people that are unemployed, and having 2 or 3 different job fields and checking out these videos and learning these videos and being determined and learning them very well, you can make a lot of money and you won't be without a job long. Shoot, if one lay you off, be like, oh, okay, I can apply for 6 other different positions. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but I'm going to get me some money back rolling in here within a couple of more weeks. So you just have to have that attitude, especially when you have all these different job fields, because as you know, I've had all these different job fields and I've always made good money. Always made good money and never was without a job. And if I left a job or something, within a week, I had something better, because I just had so many job opportunities. Have I relocated before? Yes, I have. I went right where the money was, okay? But I'm just telling you all, you have that opportunity and that option to do that if you stick with this, okay? So that's all I got for today. Next week, you'll see chapter 14, and I'll be discussing financial reports on that video, okay? So gain knowledge to prevent blockage, and we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block you from your goals and your success. Bye-bye. I will see you all next week.